What is up, y'all? Good morning. It is Sunday, 7 o'clock. On the way to work. Get up and do something today. Go to church. Go pray. Go exercise. Go hang out with your family. Get your life going. So, do y'all remember a while back how the FBI asked the safe manufacturer, can we get the passcodes to open the safe? Sure, here you go, FBI. It just happened a few months ago. Well, the FBI just asked Google for information regarding certain people that watched certain videos on YouTube. They asked for the IP addresses and the usernames and who these people are. What do you think Google's going to do? Do you think Google is going to say, no, FBI, you can't have it? Because I'm fairly sure they're working hand in hand. I'm fairly sure Google and the FBI are tight as butt buddies. You're not safe online. Whether you're putting your credit card information in or you're just looking up how to look up recipes or looking up how to be self-sufficient, anything that you watch online, anything that you look at, anything, even if you were in incognito or whatever, anything that you do online, you are not safe. You are being watched. Put my glasses on because I can't see shit. No matter what you're doing online, your IP address can be found. Your location can be found. Your web camera can be hacked. Anything electronic can be hacked. You have to understand that and take precautions. You could get, a web browser, the IP hider thing, what's it called? The VIP or VIN or whatever it's called. I can't remember what they're called. But you can still be found. You can still, whatever you do online. And if you think Google and all these big tech giants are going to defend you against the government, you are dead wrong. The government is going to get your information if they want it one way or another. And we all see how good they are at, keeping your information safe. How often is the government hacked? And, these tech giants, how often are they hacked and your information is exposed? It's so easy to get on the dark web and look at if your stuff is there. You can get scans to see if your information is on there. I've done it before, and it showed, my old email address was on there, and my birthday, and something else on there, maybe an old phone number. What people do is they take your information and they sell it to scammers, and then scammers will send you random emails. Your Amazon shipment has been canceled. Click here to find out why or whatever. You click on it, boom, you're hacked. There are so many people online that are hacking and getting your information. It's not about the money. It is about the information. The information is the currency now. Because if they know certain things, they can control certain things. You watch certain videos on YouTube or anywhere else, they can find out so much about you. Your political, your views, your religious views, how you feel about the world, and they can put you on either list A or list B or list C. And I hate to tell you all this, but if you watch certain videos, you're already on a list. Whether it's list A, B, C, D, or E, or whatever, there is a list for everybody out there. Just like the gun grab, there are certain lists for certain people that are on it. who will comply, who won't comply, who might comply, who might put up a fight. There are lists. Lists are a terrible thing. How dare you put me on a list? How dare you label me? How dare they label you? You are being attacked by your own government. Your rights are being infringed by your own government. Do we really think Google is going to say no to the FBI? You can't have this person's information. Do we really think that's going to be the case? When Google has been known to spy on people, has been known to cancel people and censor people. What are we doing? My suggestion would be go to hardcover books, actual paper, information, certain information that you want, find it and read it. And don't go to Amazon and buy that book, because that information, you're on a list. Hey, this guy bought this book, whatever it is. Which sucks, because most of the books are online to buy. It's really hard to find books nowadays. But you can go to yard sales, you can go to flea markets, you can go to estate sales, you can go to actual bookstores. Just a suggestion. I would suggest buying with money, actual paper. You buy certain things with cards, you're on a list. If you buy ammo with a card, you'll be put on the list. If you buy, camping stuff, whatever, you'll be put on the list. Your food. There's an app that I used to use. It's called Get Up, I think. And at first I was like, yeah, man, it's cool. You get money back. But I kept thinking about it. The more I thought about it, they'll give you a little bit of money back. But here's the thing. You give them the right to your receipt is what you're doing. In turn, they see what you're buying. And they can document that, and they can see who is buying what. And yeah, they can say, yeah, we use it for purposes to see, what's popular and what we can do better, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't matter. It's your privacy is the biggest thing. Your privacy is what's being invaded, and it's not even that they're willfully stealing it. You're giving it away. So I stopped using the app. Your privacy is the number one thing anymore. Online and just in person. Look at all the cameras everywhere. Everybody has a Ring camera. Everybody has cameras in their house. Everybody has cameras everywhere. You walk around with a camera in your pocket all day. You walk around with listening devices all day. They have found Chinese spy and listening devices in cranes in the port. Where's the conspiracy of all your toasters spying on you? Dude, there's literally been refrigerators. You can look on your phone and see inside of your refrigerator. Tell me your refrigerator can't get hacked. Who would have ever thought that your refrigerator could get hacked? They're talking about how these EVs can be hacked now. How somebody can hack into your car. They can make it wreck. Anything with electronics in it can be hacked. It doesn't matter what it is. If there's an electrical component in it, it can be hacked. Whether it's from the government, our government, a bad acting government, it could be some random dude in a cave somewhere. It could be somewhere down South America. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Electronic stuff is not safe. We need to go back to, learning how to write on paper. Going back to that. Because anything that sends a wavelength that is electronical can be hacked. And not even hacked, going back to what I said, dude, all they have to do is, the ABC government, pick one, has to go to a company and say, hey, can we get this info? They're either going to say yes or no. And if they say no, Patriot Act. Our government, time and time again, has been proven to abuse power, no matter what it is. Every single time they abuse the power that they are given. And, oh, we won't do that. Okay, we'll do it a little bit. Yeah, that's just common now. Deal with it. Oh, we're not going to do that. We're not going to spy on people. They've been proven to be spying on people over and over again. They have been proven to do nefarious things over and over again. Every year, something else. And every year, more shit comes out. Yeah, they've been doing something illegally. For the greater good, for the good of the company, or for the good of the country, for national security. But yet they let so many people in the country, they have warnings on so much shit, and they just, oh, we didn't see that. That slipped past us. But they can go after individuals like you and me. They can go after individuals like the Amish for selling raw milk. They can go after people that are just trying to be left alone. They can go after you all day. They don't miss a beat. But when it comes to actual shit that matters, there's people online saying, oh, I'm crazy, I'm going to hurt somebody. And then a couple days later, there's some kind of mass shooting, and they're like, oh, wow, we completely missed that. My bad. They're not going after the bad actors. They want the bad actors to do bad shit so they can have a justification on taking away your rights. There's conspiracies out there saying, oh, well, the government's doing this stuff. No, yes and no. They're not doing it, but they're letting it happen. That they get a problem, they get these people all worked up. The CIA, they have been known to talk to people, to convince people to do bad shit. They'll meet them in a bar and they'll start talking about, what we need to do and get them all revved up, and then they'll do it. And they're like, look, see, there's crazy people. We need to take away your freedoms. No matter what you watch online, there is some random dude that is listening in, or woman, or she-male, or cat, whatever they want to be. They are listening in to what you're watching, what you're doing, what you're saying. Maybe a Tor browser, maybe that might be safe because it masks your IP, but I have a feeling even that could be gone through. Even that could be, you could even be found out through that. You are not safe online. Your children are not safe online. Our children are watching terrible things. Our children are seeing, the programming, the subliminal messaging, the way they warp their mind is bad enough. And then you have fucking pedophiles and creeps on these games talking to these little kids, trying to get them to meet somewhere. That alone should be enough to not let your kids play any kind of game. Much less whatever you're doing as an adult. You like the news, you like something, go on Facebook. The algorithm can pick up what you like and what you scroll past really fast, and what you don't click on, and what you comment on. This AI is taking over. They're letting it take over. And it is assuming, okay, this guy likes, 73% of right-wing stuff. He must fall in that category of right-wing extremists. You are being put on a list. You need to understand that and be aware of it. You need to get offline as much as possible and enjoy the real world, man. The world is so beautiful. There is so much to see out here. There's so much to do. Yeah, you can't be in the Harry Potter world. You can't be a dragon. But there is so much more out here. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your friends. Socializing. Talking to people. Having an actual conversation with somebody. It is so much better for your health. It is so much better for your brain function, your cognitive abilities to just sit there and actually have a conversation with somebody. Look at these kids, man. They can text all day, but as soon as it comes to talking, it's I don't know. I see it all the time, man, and it is so heartbreaking. It is so depressing watching our youth, younger generations, hell, even my generation, even older people. You know, Bill Gates doesn't let his kids have a tablet, doesn't let them use the internet like that. Look at the average screen time for any kid. It's like 8 hours a day. You know, our parents used to say, don't sit so close to the TV, it's going to hurt your eyes. And now we're gluing them to our face. Literally putting the whole damn headset on our face where it's an inch away, a half inch away from your face. It's so cool. We will be in the Matrix. Like the literal Matrix here soon. And you can call me crazy all you want, but that is where we are going. Think about it, man. What was the Matrix? People sitting in pods, hooked up to virtual reality, being pumped with, whatever that shit was. Probably mushed up cockroaches and bugs. Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't it sound familiar? You know, Jeff Bezos he just put $50 million or $1 billion or whatever it was, million or billion, into the research and development of like plant-based and insect-based food. All these anthropologists, let's save humanity, they are all pushing towards no gas, no fuel. Solar is great on localized scales. Solar is great for personal, but not for a whole town, not for a whole city. It's not sustainable. Bugs. I'm not eating bugs, dude. Unless I was on Fear Factor, I'm not eating fucking bugs every day. I'm not eating lab-grown meat. I'm eating the food that God gave us on the planet. He gave it to us to eat. It's natural. It has natural stuff in it. Look at the cancer rates over the last 50 years and all these crazy diseases that nobody in history has had. Very few people. Is anonymity. I can't even say it. Anonymity? I can't say it. You know what the word I'm trying to say. These diseases that are going on right now were not there 100, 150 years ago, 200 years ago, 500 years ago. Like diabetes and shit like that. It is because we eat too much sugar. This all ties back to the programming that we are being fed, the indoctrination of what we are being given. All this stuff is free online, but it's not free. It comes with a cost, and it comes with your brain, your thoughts, the way you think. That is what you're paying with. Facebook is not free. They are collecting all of your information. YouTube is not free. One, they have ads. Two, they're collecting all your information. What you watch, what time you get up and watch stuff, what you scroll past, everything is being documented. These computers are so freaking smart now that they are collecting every detail about your life, who you are, what you do, what you like, who you talk to. And don't sit there and tell me that your phone's not listening to you, because anytime you say, hey, Google, your phone wakes up. It's constantly listening to you. Constantly listening to you. There will be a day where the government doesn't ask Google if it hasn't already happened yet. They will just say it's a necessity for national security and take what they need. If it's not already happening. If you need information, find paperback books, find hard material, and keep it. It's good to have a library anyway. It's better for your eyes to read that versus the blue light anyway. Get off of the internet as much as possible. Limit yourself to like 30 minutes a day. Get rid of Facebook. Get rid of Twitter or X. Get rid of all the other ones. MySpace, I don't know. The only one I ever get on is YouTube. But get off of them, or limit yourself. Limit your children. Because all you're doing is giving your information to the cabal. You're giving your information to whoever is in charge. It could just be AI at this point that's in control. It could be some kind of fifth dimensional alien being that's in control. It could be lizard people. It could just be nefarious people in the government. But this shit is evil. It is pure evil, man. It's like, what was that movie where the spaceship, it's an older movie, the spaceship goes into a black hole and it comes out and it went to a different dimension and it literally went to hell. It's an interesting movie. But like the spaceship came back alive. Like that is what's in control right now, it seems like. Because there is so much evil in this world. And it is up to us to fight against it. Whether you are religious or Christian, whatever, if you just go by the morals and live that type of life, just be a decent person, be nice, be caring, and try to show people that, the world would fix itself. You know? But it seems like every day we fight against it, it gets harder and harder to fight against it. All I'm saying is limit your time on the internet. Be mindful of what you're looking up. Think about what you're typing and what you're scrolling by, what you're commenting on, what you're liking. Be mindful of that. Because you are being put on a list. Somebody else put people on lists. It didn't turn out too good for those people. But that's because nobody stood up and did anything about it. That's because people let it happen. Y'all have a great day.